Hey everyone, welcome back. This week you join us from the solitude at peaceful Okarito and our adventure into glacier country in Franz Josef to some of the great places that we enjoyed in this area, including our first swim. And after our last episode where we left you in Ross where we just couldn't find the sunshine, the sun is out for these adventures. Well, for now anyway. So where is Okarito? Well, it's all the way down here on the coast, practically the middle of nowhere. Since leaving Hokitika, our next supermarket is Wanaka, over 300 kilometres away. We drove over 100 kilometres from Ross to get to Okarito, and the drive on a sunny day is amazing.
Retro sunglasses, seat of my car, wind blowing through your hair, in that tied up t-shirt, stealing my heart. We can go anywhere. Put your feet up on the dash, let the time pass. There's nothing quite like living in paradise. Roll down the windows, drive on the same road. It never gets old, living in paradise. Umbrella palm trees, covered in sunbeams. Oh, what a daydream, living in paradise.
Sweet, well we have arrived, just filling up with some water. Such a beautiful day, you can just kind of see through to the mountains over here. No time getting out there and exploring what was on offer at the beach, and the kids found a clearly homemade little playground. Cool, well it's our first night eating dinner outside with daylight savings. I'm gonna say it's not actually the warmest night, but it's nice to be outside, right Tam?
I still am.
So with another incredible day, we thought we'd drive into the Franz Josef Glacier while we had unobstructed views of the mountains, rather than wait for later in the week when we'd go back with the caravan, as once again there was bad weather forecasted. Well, it's a beautiful day here and it's very quiet. On our current time, the Haast Pass is closed, which kind of loops the bottom part of the Southwestland area. So I think that's probably why there's not many people here. It is the school holidays. But let's go and do this, I think it's a relatively short walk. There are plenty of different hiking trails in the area and some big climbs if you want better views. But I think we all know about how much glaciers have retreated globally, and we were quite aware the closest that you can get to this glacier is actually pretty far away, unless you take a helicopter. But the mountains and forest is beautiful, and there's been a stack of effort to make this place accessible. Looking at pictures of how the glacier was 150 years ago, or 100 years, or 50, or even 10 years ago, I could only ever wonder how impressive it would have been to see that massive glacial wall sitting in the bottom of the valley rather than high up on the mountain. And also, how much colder these places would have been to live, with that much ice so close to town. But it's mid-September and we're only just out of winter, and the snow line is almost non-existent for an area which should be pretty cold year-round. No wonder all the glacial ice is melting, and with these warm conditions it's going to be gone sooner than we can believe. But one of the biggest issues from the glacier retreat is the amount of gravel being forced down the valley, over 30 metres deep of it, which creates a whole new problem of its own. And this is as far as they let you go.
Yeah, so the reason you can't go up anymore is because of like ice dams and how the structure has changed. So you could end up, even on a beautiful day, an ice dam collapses, sending a flash flood of water down the valley.
After a little explore, it was time to head back to Okarito because they have a pretty popular wetland walk that goes up to a big Trig site offering some awesome views, and I wanted to do that while it was sunny as well.
Cool, well I'm heading to do the Trig run, and you can go all the way down to 3 Mile Lagoon, I think it is. It's be about a 10-kilometre loop, and at low tide you can come back along the coast. The kids are gone with Sif, they've gone to do the beach part just before low tide, and they're going to come back over the hill, but apparently it's got some good views. We've heard people saying it's one of the best walks they've ever done. So let's go and see what it looks like.
So this track is in some beautiful bush. It's a fairly steep climb up to the viewpoint, which isn't too long. I power hiked up to the top in about 25 minutes. Some nice views out to the lagoon and mountains. It's definitely a must-do walk if you're in the area, I reckon.
Man, that was a bloody hard slog getting up that hill. She's pretty steep. Can see we've got some good elevation out of that hill though.
And the rest of the trail undulates going up and down all the way down to the beach, which means though that I can do a loop, and you know how much I love doing loops.
Our friend Dr. Leon from Rotorua and his daughter Jessica have turned up. How you going, Leon?
I am awesome.
Yep, so the kids are going to head out and they're going to set up the tent because they came on a motorbike, so they have limited supplies. Ooh. And we'll go and get the kids to see how they go setting up a tent by themselves.
We've done it
Jade.
before.
Right,
You're going to do an awesome job.
So Dr. Leon, how was your motorbike ride today over here?
Was epic. We went through so many different sceneries. We played with snow, we got warm, we got cold, we got attacked by Kias. It was just epic. Mountains all around. So I've got to say, the South Island is incredible.
And the hammer.
Alright, let's go.
Then it was time for us kids to pitch the tent without any adults helping. In fact, we didn't want their help.
Maybe we're made for a time like this, counting each breath so we wouldn't miss it.
See, Dad, we told you we could do it.
Oh, the kids are pretty proud of themselves putting up the tent all by themselves with no adult help. So this is a little bike that's been left at this campground. And Toby, has this been the most funnest thing for you ever?
No, but it's fun enough.
What? It's not the funnest thing ever.
It's fun enough, agree.
Go then. That boy has had so much fun on that bike. The thought of not being able to ride it crushes his poor little soul, which makes us sad. We need to get him a bike, I think. Whoa.
Under something new, say impossible isn't far away.
It's looking like a beautiful evening to head down to the beach and do a little bit of a campfire.
It was nice to be able to share a nice evening, sunset and campfire at the beach with our friends on the one night we got to spend with them.
Stay and time is on our side. Stay with me, here with me, stay with me, here with me. I stumbled around my words that day. Anybody out there listening? Won't close my eyes. Gotta feel it all slip away.
So to enter this tent, the kids have made the password here to get in. How was your sleep, Leon?
It was good, but I forgot the passcode, so I got locked out last night twice.
See you guys.
See you, Leopardsgowild.
Safe travels.
It was so nice to see some friends and people that we really care about. Friends have been something that's been quite far away from home for us.
Nice to have some friends come and visit. When will be the next time?
Christmas.
Sad to see them go.
Britain. Next. Luckily, our friends left in time before this pouring rain and wind came through, but it only lasted for the evening.
That one's gone further away.
Good morning from a sunny Okarito. Today we are heading off. We've been here for 5 nights. It's been fun to explore. You almost feel like we're getting a bit forced out of the west coast, because unless we want to spend heaps of money on campgrounds, because the facilities are like really hard to come across. Like here it's just a real basic campsite. There's no laundry or anything like that, so we are getting a pretty big laundry pile. There is laundry in Franz Josef, but it says it's got some pretty bad reviews, so not sure if we want to use that one for loads of laundry. So unless you want to pay for proper camping grounds, which cost around, you know, $70, $80, $90 a night, there's not really a whole lot of options even for free camping. So we're trying to make some decisions, but we're going to head to a dock camp for a bit today, McDonald's dock camp, and then probably into Franz Josef later. So let's get on to it.
So for us trying to travel slow, laundry can become a bit of a problem. It had been 10 days since our last washing machine, and with the bad reviews in Franz Josef, we weren't sure where our next washing machine was going to be.
We stumbled across this Okarito sandfly repellent, and it's so good. It's just a little thing on the side of the road here in town, so we are going to go and get some more, because we're going to be more and more in shorts and t-shirt, and more bugs are going to come out. Sweet, so we have pulled into the McDonald Reserve dock campground. It's a beautiful day. It's not really that warm. There's a lot of fresh snow up on the mountains, but the kids are keen on a swim. They're betting for a can of fizzy drink, so they've got to get right under those. So let's go and do that. Are you going to get right under, Toby?
I don't know.
You have to, bro. How beautiful is this spot, eh? The west coast on a good day, can't beat it.
West Coast, West Coast. Woo. So what day was the last time you guys swam?
1st of May, I think. So today is the 30th of September. Who's going to be the first one to plunge? Oh.
Get him, Dad, get him, get him.
No, he's going to do it on his own. This is definitely a very cool spot to come park up for a little bit. It's empty here. I imagine it does get a few people in over in the evening. Me and Tobes tried our luck fishing, no luck. We actually saw some fish in the lake when we had our little swim before, but anyway, we are going to pack up and head in to Franz Josef.
Despite the fact the sun was out and it was beautiful and warm, that was not going to last for very long.
Good morning from Franz Josef. It is another very rainy day. It feels a little bit like the start of our last summer in the east coast in Hawkesbury, where it rained every other day. We'd get one good day and we're back to rain. It's pouring down out there, but this is our last. There's only a 4 square supermarket here. We are hoping that we can spend more time on the west coast, but we're not going to stick around for multiple days of rain. We're over the pass. It might be sunny over towards Wanaka, so going to go and do a bit of a grocery supply at the Foursquare, spend a few dollars because it's not so cheap when we're this remote, but it's got to be done.
Just a few essential items to get us through the rest of this trip down the west coast.
One of the things that's pretty amazing about being in the caravan is the fact we don't feel like we're squashed in. It doesn't feel like we're all crammed and all over top of each other. It just seems to work out pretty well. Maybe it's just the low stress lifestyle. Yeah, anyway, that'll probably be the end of this video, so we'll see you in the next one. The sun's coming out tomorrow. We're heading over to Fox Glacier, Lake Matheson. Oh, looking forward to it. See you later.
So our next episode, and likely our last episode of our West Coast adventures, is pretty awesome. We went to some amazing places, we had some beautiful weather, and we really enjoyed the last of what the West Coast had to offer us. So we look forward to showing you all about it in our next episode. We'll see you then.
Maybe we're made for a time like this, counting each breath so we wouldn't miss it. Don't close your eyes, undecided in all our trouble. Say goodbye